Hello and welcome back to Whiskey Wars. My name is Sean and tonight we'll be doing the first round of the March Madness. In this round we'll find out what is the best higher age stated bourbon under $40. Let's get into it. Alright, so here is our lineup for tonight. We have two 8-year-old bourbons, a 9-year-old bourbon, and two 10-year-old bourbons. Of course, that being Long Branch, George Dickel 8-year, Knob Creek 9, Russell's 10, and Eagle Rare, which of course is 10 years old. So let's get these things poured and get into this. We will start with Long Branch, an 8-year-old Wild Turkey product, and that will be going in Glass A. You see that, folks? Glass A. Glass B will be Dickel 8-year. Nice cork pop there. Now the fun part, opening a Knob Creek. Let's see how we do here. Actually, this one's not too bad. We'll just, I can then go on the floor. Anyway, Knob Creek 9, going into Glass C. Glass D will be Russell's 10-year. And then finally, Glass E will be the Eagle. So E for Eagle. All right, we got the glasses on our spinner mixer upper. We got the bottles off the table. Let's get these things spun up nice and confused. That way I have no idea what is what. That should probably do. And just to be sure, we'll take them off in a random order. Let's see, something like that. There we go. All right, so I have no idea what they are. They're in a completely random order now. We will call this Glass 1 and work our way to Glass 5. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let you guys see at home what it is. Now, let's get into this. Okay, so nice first sip there. Very typical bourbon notes, but still a nice sip. Got very, your typical caramel brown sugar, a little cinnamon there, baking spices. Nice spicy finish on that one though, so did enjoy it. Let's move on to glass number 2. And hopefully you guys can see what that is. Glass 2. Okay, glass 2 was very different than glass 1. Got a lot more cinnamon, cherry, a lot of black cherry on there. A lot of more oak presence there. A lot of char, a lot of barrel kind of coming through, barrel spices, light, nice toasty oak. All right, let's go ahead and move on to glass number 3. Okay, glass number 3, completely different than the first two. Got lots of peanut butter, nice banana note, a little bit of sour kind of lemon notes in there. Really nice caramel note in there. Decent brown sugars in there as well. Didn't get a whole lot of barrel presence, but there certainly is some. All in all, a good experience though. The finish was a little lacking on that. I would say the finish on 1 and 2 were better. Let's go ahead and move on to glass number 4. Okay, glass number 4, probably the most boring of the set so far. Just very, very basic, even more basic than glass number 1. Decent caramel note, an okay cinnamon. It's not a very sweet cinnamon though. It's almost like a sour, spicy. Not my favorite so far. There's kind of a little bit of a grape note and there's kind of a funk there. That I didn't really enjoy, especially the finish is kind of like sour grapes. So not my favorite so far. Don't think that one's gonna win. Let's go on to glass number 5. Okay, so glass 5, not my favorite, lots of sour notes. There are some decent fruit notes in there. All in all, very light, kind of watery on the palate. Kind of a sour finish, especially even compared to 4, kind of sour. But there are some nice fruit notes that I think make up for the shortcomings of the finish compared to 4. So I think I like it better than 4. I'll have to do some side-by-sides there. And I forgot to show you guys 5. And I don't remember if I showed you 4. So now you guys are all caught up. So now you know what all of them are at home. And of course, I'll have already put down at the bottom what all these are. But now I'm going to do some side-by-sides off camera, and then we'll come back with what the winner is. So we'll be right back. All right, folks. Well, that was a lot of whiskey to drink, but somebody has to do it. So it's, you know, it's unfortunate that it has to be me, but you know, I'll take one for the team. So, who are our winners and losers? Let's get to it. We'll start at the bottom, whatever glass this may be. And what is it? Well, that's kind of weird. Whatever it may be is B. Yeah, so B is, what is B? Dickel. B is Dickel 8-year, which makes sense because when I did the review, I thought it was very average. And its averageness has not changed. So it's still very average. So, whatever. Fourth place we have C. Can we see that? C. And C is Knob Creek 9. Now this was a fresh crack, so maybe we could make the argument it's not fair. But I don't know. Although, based on the result that I had over at Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans, and by the way, check those guys out if you haven't. This came in, I think, last for me there as well. So that's my dog barking, if you haven't heard him. So, you know, maybe Knob Creek 9 is not as great as we think it is. And the thing is, you can't cheat in a blind, so it is what it is. Which means we got E. The Eagle is third place, just barely not making it to the next round. Disappointing. So the Eagle is third place. So, you know, I know a lot of you Buffalo Trace fans are disappointed. I get it. You know, you probably wanted to see this thing move on. And this is my better Eagle bottle, in my opinion. So this is the more cherry forward one. The other one I have there is more of a grape note. Don't care for that one at all. So I think Eagle is good. It's just when it comes against some serious bourbons, which, you know, these are both turkey products here. Either way, they're both turkey products. Don't know which is which, but we'll find out in a second. I just don't think that it stands up to what Wild Turkey offers. Now, that's my personal opinion. I am a Wild Turkey fan, and that's pretty clear since I picked both of them as my top two. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to clear off the table in case people are skipping ahead, and I just want to see what the top dogs are. So you have to watch the whole video now, or else you don't know. So now all of us that have watched the whole thing know what fifth, fourth, and third are. But before we get to second and first, folks, if you're enjoying this video, hit the like button. And also, if you're really enjoying them, please subscribe. We appreciate that very much. Now, which turkey won? That's what we need to know now. It's one of the turkeys. So what came in fourth place? Fourth place is D. Well, that's kind of a shocker, but D is Russell's. So Russell's is our fourth place, which means it's still moving on, which means the top dog, to me anyway, is Long Branch. And I know a lot of people give this bottle crap. I love it. So if I kept track properly as I was blind tasting, this was the one to me that was banana and peanut butter and brown sugar. And I just loved that palate right away. Like as soon as I tasted it, I wasn't sure what it was exactly, but just, I mean, it blew the rest of the pack away. Honestly, if we're being honest here, the gap here is more like this. It's kind of this over here, and then these two are very close. When I was blind tasting, the Russell's 10 and the Eagle were very close. But to me, this is on another level. Now I know this is not for everybody. Some people hate this bottle. I don't really get that. I think Long Branch is an excellent bottle. If you haven't picked one up, certainly do and try for yourself. Anyway, folks, that was the first round of our March Madness. Hope you enjoyed it. We have a lot more rounds to go before we get to our Fantastic Four. And again, folks, I hope that you have already gotten your votes in before this video comes out, because as soon as this video hits the internets, then the voting is cut off. So I hope you got your votes in already. Now everyone, I made a special playlist just for the March Madness. So here is the best under 40 playlist right here. And if you're enjoying what I'm doing, then please subscribe right here. And until next time, folks, just remember, you can never have too much good whiskey.